Hallelujah, good morning. It's the Neil Rogers Show on WZTA, Miami Beach, Fort Lauderdale, and the Palm Beaches. Good morning, Neil.
What's Gary Hart doing tonight?
Inquiring minds want to know.
Inquiring minds read the Miami Herald. Is Maurice Ferre really having sex with an alien from outer space?
It's in the Herald.
Is Paula Hawkins the true mother of the Elephant Man?
It's in the Herald.
Is John Kennedy sleeping with Max Headroom?
It's in the Herald.
Is Jim Baker about to give birth to Jerry Falwell's baby?
It's in the Herald.
Sex, 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 more hot sex!
Oh, it's in the Herald.
Plus, Gary Hart's amazing rice diet from Florida. A crossword puzzle that has no answers. Our own Pulitzer Prizes just for us.
Ed Pope's love letters to Neil Rogers.
And we're so sorry, Uncle Albert, but we haven't heard a bloody thing all day. Mindless, babbling rhetoric.
It's all in the latest issue of
The Miami Herald. Available at supermarket checkout counters everywhere. And where finer manure is spread.
Okay, I wanted to make sure that the people at the Herald knew right off the bat we weren't going to waste any time. You know what I'm saying? And those of you who go out and get your waterlogged newspaper this morning, pick it up and throw it around a little bit. Get upset with it. Do nasty things with the Herald this morning. How you doing? 5:59 at Zeta 4 on a beautiful Monday morning. What a great way to start the week, right? Lee Gillette is here, and Mr. Bird is here. Captain Dave is in the other room. Yeah. Mr. Sports.
Oh, is he Captain Dave?
Well, we just made him Captain Dave.
Okay.
Captain Dave.
And this is the Watermelon Man.
Is this a new nickname you've been hiding from me all week?
Didn't waste any time. The Watermelon Man is here,
right.
And we're going to be doing it every morning, 6 to 10. In fact, we're doing it right now, but don't tell your neighbors about it. Now, Kirk Cameron is how old today?
17.
Boy, oh boy. I'll tell you one thing. These sound like hell, don't they? They sound awful.
You know, like
those headphones?
Yeah.
Oh, those are just awful. I would never use those.
Oh, boy. Horrible.
I would never use them.
Come on, let's get some good equipment in here, Max. Get serious, would you please? I mean, this is...
unbelievable.
Right. Okay.
You went on a minute early, I noticed.
I noticed.
Is this a precedent?
By the way, the rumor has it, and I don't want to get anybody panic-stricken, but the rumor has it that there are a whole bunch of morning people in the market this morning that came in early.
Yes, they did.
It's true. I drove down the 79th Street Causeway. Herman and McBean were there at 4:30 this morning.
Oh, my gosh. They must have spent the night there.
Oh, I saw, what was his name? Herman's pickup truck, Chevy pickup out there, and McBean. He doesn't have a first name, does he?
No, just McQueen.
Just McQueen.
Yeah.
Now, this is all a coincidence that they all came in early today, don't you
Another
think?
South Florida coincidence. There's so many of them. Look at that. There are a couple of lines flashing already. We just barely got, not even 6
It's
o'clock.
not even 6.
No, it's 30 seconds past 6 on Zeta 4. I want you to give a lot of time checks, okay?
Okay.
A lot of weather.
And enjoy me being here on time, by the way. Now, on the old show, I always came in 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes late, right?
Yeah, we always had it big.
Always fashionably late.
Yeah.
So that's the way it's going to be on this show. We don't want to change that. But I came in early today because...
Did you like the way I shut off the cart pot there in the middle of the Herald thing? Well, I want to get all the screw-ups out of the way on the first day. Nobody is going to pay any attention anyway.
No,
Look at that. Now, wait a minute. Is Dave already answering phones? Can you believe that?
He's so efficient.
That's frightening. He's already in there answering the phone.
Just like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I don't know, Neil, about your phones over on the other side, but never answer the deadlines here. Ever,
Really?
ever, under any circumstance.
Because...
It's just like, hola!
Hate. A lot of hate. Yeah, I got my first hate call here Saturday, as a matter of fact. Scott was in there, and he was enjoying the call, which got me very upset. But wait till he comes in today and finds out the story, you know what I'm saying?
What story?
Well, we don't want to break it on the air,
Okay.
Anyway, the number is going to be, and you probably want to write this down on the restroom walls all around town, 550-94... Have you got that so far? 550-9490, 9490, and that's, of course, because 94.9
It's easy to remember.
is easy to remember.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. We have our Neumann mics.
Boy.
I'll
tell you one thing, though. They sounded a lot better.
Yours sounds better than mine.
Well,
a lot better.
That's no accident.
Yeah, right. Sure it does.
I'm serious. Yours sounds a lot better than mine.
Yeah, but yours says Zeta on
I want to
top
tell you,
of
the
it.
Watermelon Man, his voice is so deep that even without the mic, he's got resonance.
You don't
know
need
what I'm
a
saying?
mic.
He doesn't even need the mic.
Turn the headphones up. I can just barely
Turn 'em
hear
up?
it. Yeah, to the point where
How's
we're getting...
that?
Oh, my God.
See, we're all
Killer.
top 40 DJs, and we have no hearing.
Huh?
Do you have any idea what power there is here? Sitting here, I could blast you guys into the next room, into the AM. Into the AM of Fate Worse Than Death. And by the way, a little later on, we have a sample of the new format on AM.
I saw them sitting over there. Did you walk in and say hi to Mike and Arlene?
I walked in, I looked at Arlene, and she said, the most incredible thing.
Now, there's our first mistake. Or was that the second mistake?
There was no mistake.
What happened?
She said the most incredible thing, and I'm not going to do it now just because of you.
Can you say kinky?
Okay. Hey, listen, this is a whole new deal here. What do you expect?
I
Perfection?
understand. No.
What do you want, like a 20 share on the first morning?
No,
You out of your mind?
Why should this show over here be any different than the one we did on AM?
All screwed up. That's
yeah,
right.
of course.
By the time, by the end of the first week, we'll have all of this equipment degenerated to the level of the crap that we used over there. No, I know that Arlene and Mike are going to do great, and sure. Why was Mike wearing black this morning, by the way? Did you notice that? I've never seen him do that before.
Looked like Johnny Cash, didn't he?
6:04 at Zeta, the Neil Rogers Show, setting new lows in the history of FM. And, of course, a lot of these pain-in-the-ass callers are going to say, well, where's the music, man? Where's that music? Where's Pink Floyd and the Doors,
Hey, man, play Pink Floyd, dude.
Yeah, dude. You know, like, we'll play a little music when we're good and ready, you know? When we feel like it, then we'll play some music. One thing I will say, I'm wide awake. You know why? Because I never fell asleep.
Oh, come on.
No, in the beginning, well, I must have for a little while, but in the beginning, like you panic, you know, like you're afraid you're not going to wake up the first morning.
Yeah.
And you keep rolling over and looking at the clock.
I know.
And it's like 1:30, and then it's like 10 to 1, and all of a sudden it's like 2:20, and you just keep looking at the clock.
So
all of a sudden it's 4:30, you say, I got to get up.
Yeah. So you don't think you really slept?
Glenn, tell us your excuse for getting up late this morning.
No, he was, don't push him.
He already has
Don't
an excuse.
push him.
This is it.
My alarm clock dropped off.
Yeah, right.
Overnight.
Should we take some of these calls? I'm excited about taking a call.
Yeah, of
let's do
course.
it.
If I remember where the hell they come in on here.
It says phone.
Phone?
Yeah, phone would help, yeah.
It's probably on this one here.
Try
right?
that one that says phone.
It doesn't say phone.
What is it? How about...
Oh, the phone is way over here. Hey, listen, I wasn't even close, okay?
Oh, if you want to play
Not even
cassette,
close.
yeah.
What did you turn on? Do you have any idea?
This is fun. Don't you
I
understand?
know.
It's like playing with a new toy. Okay, now which one should we take first?
Just like...
Two? Look at this. Captain Dave has already given us the finger like, hey, you're number one. You're number one. Let's get that Breakfast Club back on, man. You're number one. Come on, Captain Dave, get serious. Okay, number two. Now, wait a minute. This is serious now. This is our first call.
Okay. We'll be nice.
Okay, in Dade County, no less. Is that okay, Lee?
Fine. Hola.
Hello.
Good morning.
A voice. It sounds like Grandpa. It's Al Lewis.
Good morning, Uncle Neil. Good morning, Bird.
It's the Island Queen.
It is?
Isn't it? Island
The one
Queen?
and only.
Can you say
I've been
kinky?
up all night waiting to call.
You've been up all night waiting. What happened to that?
I've been talking to Peter all night.
Peter Moon?
That must have been like riveting.
You've been talking to Peter all night, huh? What kind of a show do you think this is, Island Queen?
Well, I was hoping you would play a little CCR.
Little CCR. All right. This is our kind of caller.
You
I
bet.
just want to welcome you to FM.
Thank
Uh-huh.
you.
Bye.
That's it?
That's it?
Now, wait a minute.
Oh, come
Okay,
on.
No Jeff Stryker, nothing at all.
Now, wait a minute, Island Queen. Now, you always used to get too nervous to talk to us on AM, right?
That's right.
You would call, you'd be on the screen, and before we could get to you, you'd be too nervous.
This is a historic event today.
So,
Yeah, it really is.
so he talked to us on the air, and we're thrilled.
This is going to live in the annals of radio.
Well, if anybody would know, Island Queen, you're the guy.
And by the way, Island Queen, I ran into some postmen the other day at a restaurant, and they wanted to thank you very much for those posters you sent to the Carroll City Post Office.
I know they all have it on the bathroom.
Okay, listen, have a wonderful day and a great life, okay? And if we don't see you soon, arrivederci.
Do you know the Island
Good
Queen,
call.
Lee? You ever?
No, I don't. But
No,
isn't
you'll get
Carroll,
familiar.
Isn't Carroll City lovely at 4:30 in the morning?
Perfect.
I'm serious.
By the way, can I ask you a dumb question? How come the Dade and Broward lines are all up in that dumb Boca line that we pay so much money? I thought that was going to be a big bonus.
We got to make that clear that in Boca you can call toll free, same number.
West
Yeah.
Palm as well.
Yeah, that's right. At least southern part of West Palm County.
Yeah.
That's
Should
right.
I give the number? Because I don't
Yeah.
like giving these numbers. You know that.
No, just
For
so
Boca,
people get
will we
used
do it
to it.
once?
It's the first day.
550.
Dash.
Thanks, Glenn.
Is he pathetic or what? Is he tragic? Ooh, the Boca line is ringing, okay? Are you
See?
excited?
Absolutely.
And I'm going to tell you what. Now, let's take one from Broward, because we took one from Dave.
You're going to give him the rest of the
What the hell
number
are we
or
taking
what?
calls for this early in the morning? It's 6:07.
550 dash 9490.
You know, the best part of this is, what was that number again?
This is scary. He's in complete control.
Oh, boy.
Okay, thank you, Captain Dave. It says, turn up the damn phone. Okay, so the phone isn't so hot, all right? Boy, what a maniac.
Well, we're learning.
He's going to be getting us all week. You know that. He's going to be getting us all week long. And look at that. He's got his Jeff Chase voodoo doll in there. The man is a maniac. He's going out of his mind. Broward County, good morning. You be there? Oh, there it is. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Neil.
Oh, our first Broward call. I knew would be excellent. How you doing?
So glad you're back on the air.
After a long
Missed
absence.
you, Neil.
Uh-huh.
Are you there?
Just barely.
Is the bird there?
Yes.
Bird, get some guests, will you, Bird?
Yeah, get some heavy guests in here. How about do they sink or do they float? What day is she coming on?
She's the first guest.
On Wednesday, yeah.
The sink and float lady.
How about yours, sir? Do they sink or do they float?
No, they float, not as much as
Ivory soap, but close.
Lee's.
Oh, well, listen, nobody's in that. By the way, do you know that Lee had a big summer book, the biggest in the history of Zeta so far, 2 big ones in the afternoon.
Couple of them, yeah.
2 huge ones in the afternoon.
Who hung low, right?
Something like that.
Listen, Bird.
Yes,
There's
sir.
a lot of good people coming to the South Florida area, some entertainers.
Like?
Well, you missed David Brenner. You could have had David Brenner on the show.
What would we do with them on the show?
Oh, look, Neil is a comedian. Neil is a genius.
So
Yeah,
why do
sure.
we need? So why do we need another comedian?
Well, it's better than.
Oh, we're not.
Dave
Wait a minute. We're not going to be
or,
doing that
Well,
stuff,
no,
are
you're-
we?
you're
Wait
right
a minute.
there.
Wait a minute. We're not going to have those comedians coming in here, are we?
Oh, I hope not.
Oh no.
Pink Floyd's going to be here
Yes.
November 1, Neil.
Look at Captain Dave. Yeah, you're going to have comedians. Lots of comedians coming. He's got all these people booked that we don't know about.
Well, we'll go put him with Arlene and
Strictly,
Mike.
trust
They
me,
can
this
go
man's
talk to
strictly
Arlene.
sabotage. Trust me, I know what's going on in that other room.
Dave did a great job when he answered the phone.
He really is. He knows his whole life is hanging on this. Yes.
I said, could I speak to Neil? He says, well, you're going to have to hold on. I don't know where they're going with it this morning.
Yeah, really. Well, we don't either. But,
Right up to Opelika, as
yeah,
a
I
matter of
think
fact, to the
so,
post
yeah.
office. Now all of a sudden it doesn't sound so bad. I think the first few minutes, like
Oh,
I'm getting
yeah.
the mung out of my system or
exactly.
something.
Learning how to use the
No,
phones.
seriously, Bird.
What do you mean
really gotta
learning how to use the
Well,
phone?
it's a different system.
Bird, you really have to do something besides cackle on the air.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on, sir. Now
I
let's.
hate to get on you the first or the second call.
No, you don't.
Yeah, don't get on him, sir. You'll be covered with feathers from head to toe.
Sir,
Trust me.
it's working well so far. Let's not
been
screw
great.
with this, okay?
We got a full board of calls
I
at
know.
6:10 in the morning.
Let's not
You notice how I slipped the time in there very cleverly, right?
On
Nice
Zeta.
time check, yeah.
On Zeta 4.
I want to know what you're
94.9.
going to do on Tuesday.
You have to do that between every call.
Yeah, thanks. Well, listen, it's been great, but I think you're out of material, sir.
Bye.
That was good. I like
Yeah.
the way you said goodbye.
First Broward call's a complaint.
We want to thank our friends. Are they still our friends? Over at Hot 105.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a
course.
first, by the way? Is that the first time other call letters have been mentioned on Zeta?
Oh, no. Oh, no, we talk about them all day.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah. Between every other record, we'll say
No,
like
but I
another
mean-
station's
I mean,
call letters.
on the air. Okay.
Equal
Yeah, on
time.
the air
Okay,
he's talking about.
she. We got any good she-dees we're going to play today?
We're gonna play Hedes on
Are you
this
really?
station. Yeah,
Want to butch it up a little bit. That's the only reason Lee is on the show, by the way. We wanted to butch things up a little bit because on FM, you can't be quite as fey as on AM. Anyway, want to thank Dan McKay, Marilyn LeBlanc, and Jim Schuyler, our good friends at Hot 105, for sending over those poison bananas this morning.
Exactly what I requested.
And
Bananas.
I want to give you a little hint as who's going to be testing the first one, okay? Speaking of the first one, here comes... Isn't that amazing how that works on a speakerphone? That's when it sounds bad. Our first Palm Beach call. Hello.
Hello, Neil. Good morning. I
A
just want to let you know
voice.
that we're awake in Boca listening to you.
Well, turn over and go back to sleep, sir.
I wish I could. I got to go to work, though. We're all getting ready to go to work. All the radios are switched over back to FM again.
Great.
Just want to let you know we
In
both
Boca.
find you. Looking
Wow.
forward to listening to your show on FM. In fact, the bird even sounds better on FM.
well, now let's not go
Yeah,
crazy.
don't get carried away.
Oh, really? You may not get as many complaints on the bird now. He's got a good voice on FM.
Well, wait a minute. Let me ask you something, because it's kind of a rainy. We got this hurricane business and all the
Sure.
other stuff. It's like the FM isn't crackling and popping and
Right.
No, not at all.
Puking,
real
right?
smooth.
real smooth, huh?
Oh, yeah, real smooth.
Great. Boy, this exciting or what? Okay, well, listen, thanks a lot. I realize, you got to get to work.
Good luck to you, Neil.
Have a wonderful life. Plus, he didn't have much to say anyway.
No, but the weird thing is they can actually hear us inside buildings on the FM. We're gonna have to get used to that.
Like Superman. Well, can I do that first?
What's that? Oh boy,
I'm sorry, I
can't
should have done
wait
that.
to
I
hear
should have done
this.
that right at the top
I
of the
know.
show. Okay.
This sounds so good.
And wait till I figure out which machines are like. Then it's going to be a killer. Okay, that's going to be great.
All right.
Are you ready for this?
Yes, sir.
Should we have like a big fanfare or something? Now let's just go right into it.
It's a good time for the great taste.
Oh,
I've been.
oh,
I can't believe I went 13 minutes without that.
I am blown away.
13 after 6.
On Zeta 4.
94.9.
No, you got to let him say that.
Of course. Oh, you going to do the
Just strictly.
94.9?
No, I don't want to do that part.
Oh.
That's much too complicated.
You realize that he's already said more in 13 minutes than he said in the last 6 months on the
6 months.
station.
It's incredible. You know, I just sat there and I'd figure out how much I get paid per word. That was it.
All right, so how many complaints have we had, Captain Dave, on no music? I can't believe it. Okay, I think what we're going to do about 6... Will you try to control yourself? This is the big time now. You can't act like a jackass like on the AM.
Oh, I can't?
Okay. Calm yourself down.
Why am I here?
All right, we are going to do something a little special this morning, which we'll be repeating. In fact, one thing I learned that's great about a morning show is, and I learned it from a good old friend of yours, too, you can keep repeating the same crap over and over and over again. Because you recycle the audience, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like
recycle bits.
6:30, all 20 of these people will be gone. We'll have another 20 people at 6:30.
That's true.
And then at 6:30, we can start doing the same stuff we've done before. I was going to make that call. Does this line work?
Doesn't sound like it.
Oh, this one. Ah! Oh, it works. Okay.
Whoops.
What do I got to do, dial 9?
Yeah.
Just relax, folks.
There you go. No?
No, these phones don't work. I'm telling you, it's this new phone system. Are we dialing long distance?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, we are?
Oh, you don't have to dial 1.
That's right. You don't have to dial 1, just the area code.
Wait a minute. Hold it.
No,
Hold it.
That's the signal for your long-distance access code.
Oh, boy.
You want to
Have
put
you got
mine in?
one?
What is it?
Will you dump it after I tell you? Will you dump it, please, after I tell you?
Here, let me
We got to
dial
put it in now?
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Ooh, listen to that.
You have one, too?
Like the whole building is
No,
shaking
I
now.
use Gary Lawrence's
Oh,
access
good.
number for long distance.
Oh, well, so do I.
Okay,
That was
here,
the one.
here it comes now.
Can you say kinky?
That was 976 Kinky, I think. Something like that.
I'm just curious. Somebody just waking up, at 6:15 in the morning on a Monday morning, listening to that. This is what they're into now, right? This could be a whole new format with that call.
Absolutely.
Save that number, okay?
Yeah.
Save it for me. What I like best about some of these machines, the lights light up, some of them don't light up. It's like kind of like potluck, you know?
Exactly.
Great.
That's the idea.
Okay, now you're going to be doing in about 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Going to keep everything very tight.
Yeah.
Or, a little after
An
that.
update on Floyd.
An update on Floyd.
Yeah.
Is that Pink Floyd or what?
It is Pink
Hurricane
Floyd.
Floyd sounds like a real wimpy hurricane
Doesn't
to me.
it?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think of when you think of the name Floyd?
Floyd the Barber.
In Andy
Mayberry,
Griffith. Yeah, of course. Me
Plus,
too.
Not as bad as the West Coast. They have, what do they have? Hurricane Ramon?
Ramon. Yeah.
Sounds like a hairdresser. Come on.
It should have been reversed, I think. I think we should have had Ramon and
Floyd
whatever.
sounds something the Midwest might get hit with.
Yeah.
But there's no reason to panic.
Like in Iowa.
No reason to panic. Now,
Let's start picking on Iowa.
Oh, don't start with that, Neil.
Great idea. Now, I was born and raised in Florida, and my parents used to...
Do we care?
Well, my point is that my parents used to always tell me about when these storms came up, and it's something for you to remember if you're not from here. They're only wind and rain. There's no reason to panic, is my point. We're just going to have a rainy, windy day.
I feel a lot better about it already, Glenn.
Run around, scream and shout.
The voice of reason here,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, everything will be
Everything's
just fine.
okay. Just relax.
Okay, let's call up Neil Frank and see if we can get everybody panic-stricken. Just a joke. He's in Houston. He's doing great. No problem. Okay, we got all these calls sitting here. I feel guilty. Should we take another one? Captain Dave?
Don't
on one.
feel guilty.
Okay, Dade County, good morning.
Well, good morning, Neil. How are you today?
Welcome to Zeta 94.9.
Yes, sir.
3-2. How you doing?
Oh, I can't complain. Number one,
Speak up, sir.
the reason why I called was to tell you that on my radio, I couldn't be sure that I had the right station. I heard Donald and his good buddy over there, but I wasn't positive until I heard CCR. Then I knew I had yours.
Yeah, that did it.
I'm
Yeah,
not
we
kidding.
we do that so you make sure you're tuning in. If you get up like 5:45 in the morning, you're tuning in the right station. Play a couple of Doors cuts
Absolutely.
and CCR.
Well, it's, certain stations have their radio check. Well, this is
Yeah.
your way of having a radio check.
Exactly.
Great.
I enjoyed it, and I thank whoever was on before you.
What are you doing up so early in the morning, sir? What kind of a maniac gets up at this hour of the morning?
Well, you really want to know the truth?
Please.
Well, diabetic, so you got to get that little extra cut in there, that make sure that the level's up there right, and then you go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Hey,
excellent.
what can I tell you?
Yeah.
That and security guards.
That's true. And it's good to hear you on FM.
Isn't it? Isn't it the truth?
Yeah.
Even the bird sounds a little better out there.
Marginally.
A little better, yeah.
The nerd sounds a little better, yeah.
You notice he qualified that. Yeah.
Well, I don't want him to get a swelled head.
No, you're right, sir. You're absolutely...
This is family radio station.
Absolutely.
Let's not talk about that too much.
Okay, well, listen, have a wonderful day, sir, and a great life, and if we don't talk to you again...
Well, this
good
is
luck
the
to you.
way that you're going to give a lot of people a new life.
I think so.
Really.
Okay.
Take care.
Arrivederci. Okay, is it that time we played the other one, but it's... No, not for you yet. You got a minute yet. 6:19 at Zeta. But I think it's long overdue. And the best part of this is it's scratchy. This is very scratchy because it's so old. Okay, you don't know what it is yet.
I have no idea.
You'll like it.
He can't wait.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I love the quality. You're right.
Okay. Is everybody ready? This might jar him out of bed this morning a
I
little
think
bit
it
early.
will. In the beginning, especially.
By the way, if Peter Bolger's listening, you're a wonderful guy. And the music, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. My heart.
Swing, Joey, swing!
Please. Okay, not too much. Don't want to overdo it right in the beginning, but was that good or what?
Wonderful.
Huh?
Beautiful. In stereo.
Yeah, well...
Like I said, you have to pardon... On FM, we understand, scratchy. Because it's so old.
Right.
It's like a collector's item. Like, what was it? WWJ and KDKA were the first stations on the air, about 1920? And this was right on the heels of that. Okay, now here comes your big test. Don't start going into a laughing jag now, because this is your big moment that we've been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is. Got his wings all plucked up this morning now. 20 past 6 on Zeta 4.
This is the Neil Rogers Show. This is your brain. Any questions?
Boy, that sounds like a real newscast and everything with the intro. I love that.
Well, if you get to the news, maybe it'll still be going.
6:21 on Zeta 4. I'm Glenn Hill on the Neil Rogers Show. The main thing we'll be talking about today in the news, of course, is about Floyd as it nears hurricane force. And we have hurricane warnings in effect for the Florida Keys from Key Largo through the Dry Tortugas and for the southwest coast of Florida, south of Venice. That does not include Sarasota. But a hurricane watch now in effect from Venice to Tarpon Springs, and a tropical storm watch in effect for the Florida East Coast from Key Largo to Jupiter Inland, and a tropical storm watch also in effect for Bimini and the Grand Bahama Islands in the Bahamas. Also, a tornado watch. National Weather Service has issued a tornado watch for most of central and southern Florida. This includes us, and this is from 7 this morning until 4 Monday afternoon. Tornadoes, large hail, dangerous lightning, damaging thunderstorm winds, all possible in our area. Now, the watch area is along and 75 miles east and west of a line, west of Orlando to 45 miles southwest of Miami. And, of course, as I keep telling you, don't panic. A tornado watch just means now, Neil, that conditions are favorable.
Okay.
In other words, it's just possible. I don't want you running around. Okay, here's where the storm is: 24.0 north and 83.5 west. That's about 120 miles west southwest of Key West, or about 200 miles southwest of Fort Myers. That's 24.0 north, 83.5 west, and it's moving towards the northeast at 15 miles an hour. Expected to turn more northeastward. And this should bring the center along the lower west coast of Florida probably this afternoon. Highest winds have now increased to 70 miles an hour, and winds of 40 miles an hour extend about 125 miles north of the center. Key West reported gusts to tropical storm force in the past hour. Floyd could become a hurricane anytime this morning, and you should just be prepared for this possibility.
Why are you building like to a crescendo?
Yeah,
Didn't you say
gosh.
only moments ago, don't panic,
worry.
everybody stay calm?
It's
And now it's like he's building.
Oh
Have you
my
noticed
God.
that? Yeah.
It's just wind and rain.
It's just another
how big-
storm, right?
Just relax.
Okay.
Tell us about the big hail. How big, Glenn? We talking canned hams here or what?
Tide's 3 to 5 feet above normal. Only 3 to 5 feet above normal.
Like watermelon-sized hail. Nothing important.
All right, next advisory.
Look at that. I just caught Captain Dave yawning in the other... I saw that. I saw it. Okay, we're making little marks on all of these moves, okay?
All right, so this is what we're mainly going to concentrate on this
Okay,
morning.
anything
of course,
else?
let you know.
Because you're rapidly running out of time.
Just the weather forecast, tropical storm watch in effect, and we're expecting cloudy and rain today and tonight. Winds are possible up to 30 miles an hour in South Florida, and we'll keep you advised on any further developments or anything that happens with that. I have no idea what the temperature is. You want to just guess?
Make one up, like about what,
75?
75? Yeah,
Yeah.
excellent.
Around 75. On Zeta 4, 94.9, it's 624. I'm Glenn Hill.
Past 6 at Zeta 4. Boy, I almost did it. I knew
Don't
I was going
say
to do
it.
it. No, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I almost said on she. Just a joke, okay? It's just a little joke. Mr. Sports will be along at 6:35, and he's got some real depressing news. All the scab scores
Oh, yeah.
for all you scab lovers out there in the audience.
Did the Dolphs win?
Yeah, they
the
did,
what?
as a matter of
No,
fact.
not the Dolphs. The scab Dolphins won 42 to zip.
Good.
25,000 people. I was over at Calder. I broke my streak yesterday. Had a winning day.
No, you didn't.
Went to Pompano last night. Gave some of it back. I like to spread it around, like manure. I spread it all over Dade and Broward counties.
So did you break $10 when
Oh,
it was
just
all over?
barely.
Okay.
Just not too much more.
All right.
Okay, we're going to play the George Harrison. Now, the interesting part of it, I feel guilty about these people
Now
on the
wait,
phone. Don't
you're
you?
going to play a record?
We're going to play our record.
Okay.
Now, don't panic, because we're not going to play a lot of music. But we know on his first morning, a lot of those pain-in-the-ass bureaucrats are listening. Where's the music, man?
Hey,
It's
man.
Zeta.
Play Pink
You know?
Floyd, man.
No, but what I was Pink Floyd is coming up later, much later, like
Side
on
one of Dark
Jeff
Side of the
Gonzo's show.
Moon, yeah.
But we are going to play this record is so good.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
Can I admit that I'm obsessed?
Oh, boy. Something else you're obsessed with, okay.
Well, you thought it was the Electric Light Orchestra first because
Well, it sounds
was
like
produced by
ELO,
Jeff
so-
Lynne. Yeah.
Right.
Do you have any idea
See,
what
so
the
I know a
title
little
is?
bit of my music.
Lee?
No, I have no idea.
No, I don't either.
Do we know what the title is?
What is it?
He doesn't know what it is.
No, but
Leave
it's
him
great.
alone already. The guy's under a lot of pressure in there. Does it matter what the title is?
Here Comes the Sun, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Okay, I think we're going to play it, but what I was, we're going to build into it. Like at about 6:40, we'll probably play it. I just want to get even with him. He's been giving us little hand signs like this, and I want to wake him up a little bit. Okay, George Harrison on Zeta, and I promise you, we're not going to overdo this. Okay, a lot of noise over there. Rustle the paper a little bit. Excellent.
We're
What are you doing? Getting your next newscast together out of the newspaper?
out
right?
of this coloring
Must be
book.
a slow news day, Glenn. Just weather.
Yeah.
That was it.
That's it. That's all that's going on. Welcome to Florida.
Jeez.
You like Florida?
Give my
So
regards
far.
to Neil Rogers. Tell him that I've never heard a smuttier program in my life.
Okay, thank you so much. Little Tisha B'Av greeting from our friend Rabbi Sam.
Look at
We're going to have services, by the way, on the show. We are. It's going to be the only morning show in town on FM with religious services. Every morning I'm going to convert. I think we ought to take a call, don't you?
yeah.
People have been waiting like a lifetime. Dade County, are you there?
Yeah.
I can't believe it. You must not work, right?
Yeah.
You're what?
No.
Hello.
Sir.
Speak to me, sir. Wake up.
I'm kind of nervous. I never called this show.
But nevertheless,
I'm nervous. Is this Joey Reynolds?
what a shot, sir. What a shot. Just for that. A little memorial to hear. Okay? For this caller? Only for you, sir.
Let me see. I'm a little nervous. I never called on radio before, but nevertheless.
Okay, and he hung up during that.
Well,
you believe what a nerd?
He'd be illin'.
He'd be real illin' this morning.
Obviously.
Broward, you say what? Joey!
Now
was a good call.
now I see why you went to these calls.
Well, we want to get him out of the way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Should we take that other Boca call? I would say this much, boy, they're flashing
You're
frantically.
intrigued by a Boca line. Just
Yeah.
amazes
Yeah.
you that we
It's
have
frightening.
that. Yeah.
Boca,
Yeah, good morning, Neil.
are you really in Boca?
Yeah, I really am. This is Terry up in Boca.
Hey, well, nothing's perfect, Terry.
Well,
just
yeah,
remember
really,
that.
this just goes to prove I need a life.
Yeah.
I've just spent 20 minutes on hold before dawn.
Jeez.
And what
Glenn,
does
you
that
never
tell you?
sounded better.
I beg your pardon?
Glenn has never sounded
Oh, my gosh.
He
Oh, how-
also said dry tortillas.
Yeah, tortillas, I got that. I don't want to...
Those are delicious, aren't they, Glenn?
Yeah.
For a Florida resident.
There's one right under your banana over there, by the way.
Yeah, really. Listen, I think that the storm is all just talk. I think the other stations are trying to divert attention from you this morning.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that Gary Owens in the studio with you guys?
Yes. He's got his hand over his rear right now.
Good morning.
Really, I got up at 5 o'clock to adjust all my radios, and it just, like I said, it just goes to prove I really need a life.
Yeah. Are you going to get one this week?
I certainly hope so. You guys sound great on the FM. Lee Gillette makes Stan sound like a tenor. My God. You got something caught in his throat?
Stan who?
We don't want to get into that.
Okay, I had to call early to get started. Good luck with the show.
Okay, have a wonderful day, sir, and a great life.
Thanks, Tim.
Arrivederci. Should we do the sports like a minute early? Mr. Sports, do you think he could get into it? Or
Sure.
not,
No,
as
we're
the
right
case
at
may be?
35. We're right at 35 on Zeta 4.
It looks like 6:34 on Zeta 4 to me. Mr. Time Expert over
He's
there.
rubber clocking again.
Yeah.
Getting those quarter hours in, aren't you, Glenn? There you go.
Okay, listen, this guy is going to really be a big addition to the show, trust me.
Okay.
Have you met him yet?
No.
See the little guy in the booth?
Mm-hmm.
If you look very carefully.
Good morning, everybody. Two teams that haven't been in the World Series since the 1960s hold the upper hand in the league playoffs in baseball. Minnesota Twins, thanks to Darrell Evans' inept play, lead the American League Championship Series 3-1 after last night's 5-3 win over the Tigers. And the Giants in the National League grabbed a 3-2 lead in their best-of-7 series by beating the Cardinals 6-3. The Giants and the Cards resume their postseason matchup at Busch Stadium tomorrow night. And the Twins and the Tigers, let me say it again, the Twins and the Tigers will play this afternoon in game number 5. The National Football League strike is now at its 21st day and contract talks have broken down. NFL chief negotiator Jack Donlin blames the union for erecting a roadblock with its newest free agency plan. Union leader Gene Upshaw says management's withdrawal from the bargaining table, was orchestrated to tax the solidarity of striking players. And for you Scab fans out there, these are the scores yesterday in the would-be NFL. New England beat Buffalo 14-7. Houston beat Cleveland 15-10. Chicago 27, Minnesota 7. Indianapolis beat the Jets 6-0. San Diego 17, Tampa Bay 13. San Francisco 25, Atlanta 17. The Rams beat the Steelers 31-21. In overtime, Detroit beat Green Bay 19-16. St. Louis beat New Orleans 24-19. Dallas over Philadelphia 41-22. Washington beat the Giants 38-12. It was Cincinnati 17, Seattle 10 at Joe Robbie Stadium. The Dolphins, the would-be Dolphins, shut out Kansas City 42-0 in front of about 25,000 desperate football fans. National Hockey League, yes, it's here already. Buffalo beat Washington 6-5. It was the Bruins 5, Hartford 2, Chicago 5, Philadelphia 3. Edmonton beat Los Angeles 9-2, and that's it.
New this fall on Soviet People's Television.
It's a beautiful day for a communist. Unless you're on the KGB list, you will do time in a salt mine. You will do slave labor. Hello, boys and girls. This is Mr. Rogers. Welcome to my neighborhood ski. Oh, I'll bet that's my Russian postman, Comrade McFeely. Coming. You know, he's kind of a funny postman. Sure. Not only does he deliver my mail, he likes to open it, too. I guess he's just kind of curious. Sure.
Fred Rogers?
Oh, hi, Mr. Secret Policeman.
Pleased to be coming with me.
But why?
Can you say crimes against state?
I think so.
Can you say CIA spy?
Oh, sure.
Come on, let's go.
Dos Fedonia, boys and girls.
Pleased to be watching Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood live from Siberia for next 20 years.
Can you say kinky?
Okay, 23:07 at Zeta 4. Neil Rogers with you on a Monday morning with Lee Gillette, Glenn Hill, Captain Dave, Mr. Sports, and a bunch of other would-be human beings.
I liked Mr. Sports.
Did you like him?
I think he's going to be
He
great.
was your type, no question about that. He was your type.
Now, we're not going to have the weather fairy. Is that the deal? He didn't make the cut? Or
He'll be
what?
here later in the week.
Okay.
Well, let's see, 78. We were very close, right?
Very
We guessed at
close.
the temp. We're kind of,
The psychic temperature.
78 degrees on
78.
Zeta 4.
What time is it, Glenn? You want to do another time check?
94.9.
Maybe we could just keep giving the time all morning. You know what I'm saying? The hell with this other stuff. Okay, that vocal line is, by the way, not flashing again. We're going to have to condition those people. And you know me, I get very insecure. Very insecure.
Make it clear it's toll-free.
550. Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
There's just one guy that uses it all the time. That's it.
Yeah.
Is he a
No,
chronic?
we got another guy coming over
Yeah.
from the AM now.
Yeah, don't worry.
You know who I mean?
Yeah, a couple of them, as a matter of
A couple
fact.
of chronic.
Yes.
Chronic.
So don't worry. We will use that line.
550-9490. 9490. Let's get Larry Kent in here to do trade line.
Great
Okay,
idea.
please remind me as the morning wanes on to get into this thing from the Sun Sentinel. Was this on Saturday?
Saturday.
Disgusting.
Got plenty of time.
Yeah, I want to wait till make sure Bill Kelly is awake.
Well,
okay?
since he's a newspaper
if anybody out there
guy,
knows Bill Kelly, call him at home and wake him up.
Good idea. You're going to have to because he's a newspaper guy.
Because we're going to rip him a rear, the likes of which seldom has been seen since the Oprah Winfrey show. You know what I mean? I mean, it is going to be... Even Arlene Ross is going to be embarrassed. Well, by the way, where do we have that thing? We have somewhere a little clip, which I'm going to play a little later on, from this morning's news on WINC AM, our sister-in-law station up at the other end of the building, and it is incredible. Okay, let's take some more calls, huh? I mean, we're rolling here already. You'd almost think we've been here a lifetime, right?
It almost sounds like we know what we're doing. Line 3, says Captain Dave.
Captain Dave is just finally waking up now. You notice? He's finally getting into it. He's washing his hands and his face and putting a little underarm on there.
Yeah.
I would trust him.
Would you?
Yeah.
Well, that's because you worked, at that place together for years.
We worked at another radio station together.
Broward County, how you doing?
Yeah, dude. What's
Hey, dude, how you doing,
This is
dude?
Pink Floyd.
Holy cow, this guy's, jeez.
What be happening?
Oh, man, wow. Just, it's early in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get too carried away.
He's been up all night.
Hey.
Ooh, man.
Are you the guy that's been on hold since Saturday so you can talk
Friday.
to Neil? Since Friday?
Friday, yeah, about 2 o'clock.
Hey, tell Lee, congratulations.
Congratulations, Lee.
He's up there with Lee Fowler on numbers.
On those 2 big ones.
Hey.
Yes? Speak to us, sir. Come on,
No
get with it.
music.
What?
No music.
No music?
Sucks.
You mean you didn't like George Harrison?
Nah, this is some, my boyfriend's back.
Oh, well, now.
Oh, that's coming up.
Yeah.
That's coming up next hour.
Not a bad suggestion.
All right, dude, I gotta go to work. I'm late already.
Okay, good luck to you.
All right, bye.
Okay, that's what we like. Callers who are willing to be late to work to wait on the phone for a half an hour to talk to us.
Yeah, but see,
it's a matter of priorities.
Of course. Now, come on, get your priorities straight. What are these, this I gotta go to work bit, you know? But this is good. They'll get off quicker, you know? The calls will be short.
How come that Boca line's not ringing?
There's nobody awake up there.
We gotta have one like in Jupiter, you know? Where all the good people are. Palm Beach Gardens and Jupiter.
That's where I stole this coffee pot from, is Jupiter.
If,
up at the Hilton there.
wait a minute, if they call from West Palm, do they get through like magically on that? Because somebody said the other day that these lines are like all over the place.
Yeah, we used to have a West Palm line. What happened to that? How come they took that out?
It's the new phone system.
Yeah.
No,
We used to have a West Palm
It's
line.
not the new phone system. It was the Zeta deficit that they had to pull that line out
I
for.
see, because it did used to go to Jupiter.
That's why they're making this desperate move to bring us over here, according to Bill Kelly. Desperate. Desperate. Boy.
Okay, let's give some chance for him to get coherent and wake up before you rip into him.
Boca's lit. Should we take Boca?
Of course.
The other people get very upset because we take them out of order, but to hell with them, yeah? Boca, how you doing?
Good.
Are you in Boca?
Yeah.
See, I told you. What's up? Speak to us.
What?
What? Who is this?
Boca.
Did we wake you up?
No.
Okay.
On my way to school.
Do you realize you're our first female caller?
Whoa.
Wow, boy. How has Lee Gillette's voice gotten to you so far, man?
I don't know.
How old are you, dear?
Unimpressed.
16.
How old?
16.
16. Unimpressed.
Yeah. How about my voice?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Knocking me out, Glenn.
Yeah, she's not into it.
Is there anything that stimulates you, ma'am?
No.
Okay, good. And you're in Boca, right?
Yep.
Perfect, excellent. Okay, well, listen, have a wonderful day, and you're going to be here every morning with us?
Yep.
Looking forward
Great.
to it, yeah.
Okay, this,
Super.
like I said, a great caller from Boca. Thanks a lot.
Welcome. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. What a good caller,
Interesting
huh?
demographics.
Yeah, 16.
Frightening.
Boy, that is...
We cannot corrupt our youth now. You
No,
know
not
that.
on the show. We don't want to do that.
No way.
Can you say kinky?
Okay, let's go back to 2. Okay, Captain Dave, anything you say, man. Dade County, hello.
Ew.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. This is great. These, being on in the morning now, I can just call, and when I get put on hold, I can just go to sleep with the phone against my ear.
Very good. Good idea. Or
Yeah,
wherever,
anyhow,
you know.
Somebody else was pretty upset this morning.
Who's that?
I didn't get the full number this morning, so I accidentally dialed 550-94-FM. And I asked for Neil, and they weren't too amused over there.
Really?
Yeah, but, I guess that's their own problem, right?
Did Donald call you madam?
No, he called Donald madam.
Oh, okay. At least somebody had it right.
I think you should be pretty impressed. This is your first Kendall call.
Wow. Wow. How's the weather in Kendall this morning?
Oh, it's pretty sunny, and it's about the 80 degrees.
Is this Captain Kendall?
Right, yeah.
I'd know that voice anywhere.
Yeah, well, I want to say also that out here in Kendall, we are able to take advantage of, you being on this early in the morning while it's still dark outside. We're over here right now with the Bird's apartment, and we're ransacking it, and it's very nice, actually. But I tell you, these droppings in the newspaper all over the floor is very unpleasant.
Yeah.
Miami Herald all over the floor.
Yeah,
In there.
just leave the VCR, sir. Anything else I really am not interested in.
You know what the best part of the show is?
And the cuddle bone. Leave the cuddle bone.
You know what the best part of the show is so far? We have had nobody upset over where's the music, you know?
I know. Not one complaint.
Nobody.
Excuse me, I got a question for you guys.
What's the question?
Where's the music? Well, look, y'all have a good time. It's great listening to you on FM, and take care.
Okay, you too, sir.
Bye-bye.
Arrivederci. Okay, no, real smart ass there. It's 16 before 7 at Zeta 4, and boy, you're going to be doing the weather again in 6 minutes, huh?
I'm ready.
I'm really impressed.
We got the temperature now. And
what time is it, Glenn?
I got a couple of other stories here. Don't worry.
I was wondering if you're going to milk that all week long.
No. It's about 6:45. We don't want to get too exact here, right? It's around 6:45.
Yeah, like they do on FM. You know, it's somewhere between 6:30 and 7. You know.
Hey, if you're late for work, and get that second cup of coffee. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay. What do you think of that, Lee?
You're gonna have to bear with us. This is our first day here, but hey.
All listen to you. Remember, I told you in the summer they listened?
Oh, yeah. How old is your son?
He's 14.
Oh, really? Wow. Isn't that interesting?
Very good, Neil.
I know. Well, listen, I'll get your number off the air, and we'll have a little tea party tonight.
Oh, wonderful.
Just you and me.
So glad you're here in the morning.
Well, you sound really... Are you really in Boca?
I am really in Boca. That's West Boca.
Doesn't she sound like she's right in the room almost?
I know.
Sounds better than my mic, doesn't it?
A lot better. Your mic is on. No, it's these cans. You can't hear anything. Now do you hear it?
Oh my! Oh my!
Did they really?
I know how to whip these people into shape.
I can't believe they did. I can't believe they gave me.
Hello, Neil.
Are they still too loud?
Vasectomy
Are they
here.
still too loud?
No.
Because I'll turn them down and then up again real quick. Yes, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's wonderful. I love you in the morning.
Lee just lost 3 pits out of his watermelon. Go ahead, man.
No, just happy that you're here in the morning. I thought I was going to have a nervous breakdown when you went off that other station, but now I see I'm not.
See, one of the advantages to this is that until at least about 8:15 or 8:30, all of the pain-in-the-ass bureaucrats aren't here yet, see?
That's true.
And you come in early in the morning, get most of the show out of the way, and then, they come in, they get organized, get their coffee, goof around, have a couple of free bagels and stuff like that. And by the time they're finished with that, we're gone. We're out of here.
Speaking of
Hey, who's
bagels...
going to bring you breakfast?
Yeah, that's how I was just going to
No
get to.
food allowed in here,
Oh,
I was
come
told.
on, Neil.
No, wait a minute. That's not me. Isn't that what we were told?
No,
That's right.
that's the
You
next
signed a
studio.
contract that said no food is allowed?
No, as a matter of fact, I haven't signed any contract yet. So what I guess I'll hold that as a bargaining chip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have a super day.
And by the way, if you're listening, Gary, today is D-Day, okay? I don't want to put any pressure on you, but, let's see that contract with those big number. Okay, listen, have a great day. What's your son's name? No,
Don't shoot me. He's listening.
Just the first name.
Starts with an E.
Starts with an E.
Eric.
You got it.
See, I know, boy. Okay, listen, tell Eric have a wonderful life.
I will. Thank you, Neil.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, boy, she was nervous, wasn't she?
Well, with reason.
Why? By the way, I must confess, when I'm wrong, okay?
Very rare.
I saw the preview for Stand By Me.
The preview, right?
You know, the one that goes on for like 10 minutes, a filler, like on this show. And I was wrong.
Okay.
Yeah. About River Phoenix.
What about him?
Well, I was wrong. How about a little clue? Okay, just a little kid. You know what I'm saying? He's just a little kid.
But you still haven't seen the entire movie.
No, but they have this thing where they're interviewing the 2 kids who are like the stars. Who's the other one?
Will Wheaton.
Boy, is he
How do
on
you know
top of
all this,
stuff?
Glenn? This is so strange.
He's like a walking encyclopedia of
My
useless
God.
crap. Yeah.
Oh, a head full of useless crap.
Yeah. A body full of useless crap.
Perfect FM news,
But,
man.
and I guess that's like a current interview. They're talking in
Sure.
retrospect about the movie.
Right.
And now, of course, they're no longer little puny kids. They're like little older puny kids.
They're like
you know.
16 now.
And trust me, I can understand why some of our more desperate people in the audience are all upset.
Now, have you seen that movie, Lee, Stand By Me?
I saw it the first time
here we go.
last Saturday night. We were talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Did you hear that? He liked it. Neil still has
My
not...
headphones just went out. I can't hear it.
Yeah, right. Neil has not seen the entire movie. He's judging this movie by seeing like the last hour of the movie.
Are we going to go through this again?
Just briefly.
I mean, every day do we have to do Stand By Me every single day?
Isn't that part of our revolutionary format here? Instead of reviewing a different movie every day,
we're
going to review the same movie every day.
By the way, Don Stoddard, I'm so glad you mentioned movie reviews. Don Stoddard, did you hear any of yesterday?
About 20 minutes. About 20 minutes. Interesting. Maybe 25.
You talk about putting the AM in a freezer, you know what I'm saying, in the deep freeze?
Yeah.
I mean, that man, he could do more damage in 4 hours than most of us can do in a lifetime.
When I was listening to him, he was pushing his own advertising agency.
No, he was pushing buttons when I was trying to get the cart machines to work, and you know the one that we
no.
queue up the carts in that sits on top? He was trying to play that on the air. And it was great. It was what a show, Don. I'm
so what did you just hold the earphones up to the mic so people could hear the?
I will say this: his performance on the air is only outdone by his movie reviews. Did you see a Soul Man with P. Thomas
As a matter of
Howell?
fact, I did watch part of that.
It
Just
is
the last hour, and I didn't like the last hour of that either.
It is coming on my cable.
What do
I
you guys know?
saw the ad for it. It's coming on HBO.
Excellent movie. Great
It'll be on
movie.
HBO very soon.
The classic.
So I will get to see it. You don't have to tape it for me.
It's about the kid that goes to Harvard and with the shoe polish and
He'd
all
be
that.
black,
Right.
Yeah. P. Thomas Howell or C. Thomas Howell or one of those letters.
He'd be chilling.
D. Thomas Howell, something.
Yeah. Cute movie.
You want to give the time now?
7:13. We got it right now. We
absolutely on the button.
I just got
hour of the morning.
Little something special. This isn't one of those comedians from the.
Oh no
Comedy Room.
no more comedians on this show. By the way, if they haven't got the word up front.
Little note here.
All right.
I bet you this is from Joey. You want to bet?
I bet it is too. Or
balloons and flowers.
It could be from anybody. It's
and there's
frightening.
something. It's a champagneogram. It says, "Best of luck and congratulations on your new morning show." You are going to freak out.
Oh,
He's going to
boy.
be on the floor. Okay, you're going to pass out. You know how I know this is not legit?
You're killing me. Who's it from?
It says Marvin Bailey and staff.
Oh God.
Marvin, not Marlon.
Marvin
Bailey and staff at Superstar Creations. P.S. will be in touch with you regarding the bird. Thank you so much. Just drop it right on your fedora there and on your asbestos and have a wonderful life. Thank you. Isn't that beautiful? From your good friend Marlon Bailey.
Marvin Bailey.
Marvin
is.
Bailey. Well, they got, a little bounced up. Thank you very much. Don't call us. We'll call you.
Wonder who that's really from.
Well, when he came in there like that, that was kind of freaky, wasn't it?
I know, right when we were talking about Jeff Stryker. You think that's a coincidence? Or
I'll put a lock on that door.
I know.
Anyway,
that's a
we were
hell of
just
an
about
idea.
to explain to Lee.
It sounds like a programming meeting.
You know something? I bet you we could just now listen. I bet you we could just play this all morning for 4 hours, do a couple of news breaks, a little weather,
and get a 3.
Mr. Sports.
Yeah,
Probably get a 5 with this.
It sounds so much better in stereo.
Yeah, and we could play Stan's Frogs. Sort of alternate.
Okay, thanks, Jeff. And periodically, we're going to be calling Jeff on the West Coast, which is good because when we come on, it's 6 in the morning Eastern time, 3 California time. They're just getting in. They're all getting in at that hour.
Perfect.
It'll be great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Glenn, you still haven't told me about your fetishes.
Phoebe Cates.
Phoebe Cates, I know about that.
Yeah, that's my fetish.
I'm a big Don Ho fan. That's about it. With me. Big Don Ho fan. Have all his compact discs.
Just what we needed, right?
Now conjure
He was
up.
supposed to be here to butch up the image of the show, and now he's pulling the Stan Major.
I know. Now conjure up in your mind a Don Ho CD.
I've got them. I'm serious. I will bring them in.
Okay.
Tiny bubbles.
We've got an incredible live version of Little Shack by the Sea.
And I bet you he likes Jack Lord, too. I bet you that's the next step.
Book 'em, Dano.
Yeah.
Murder One.
That's the tip-off.
And what's the story on his hair, by the way, in that series? That curly lock he had over his forehead, Jack Lord? whatever his name
It's
is.
a
Curly
social
locks.
statement, yeah.
Yeah.
He bought those at the Waikiki Deli.
Okay, so now Neil's fetish is Jeff Stryker. Mine is Phoebe
No, I
Cates.
don't have any Jeff Stryker fetish. I never even met the guy.
Boy, do you wish.
No.
He comes
Wrong.
down here a lot.
Wrong. Not
Okay.
interested in the least bit in Jeff
Other
Stryker. That gigantic, grotesque, disgusting, vulgar thing. Go ahead.
Thing.
We're
on FM. We can be a little more open about
Can we
this,
be a little
can't we?
more open on FM?
Can we get more explicit?
I heard that a lot of the jocks on FM are real open, but we'll save that for tomorrow morning.
Okay. All right.
There he goes. Thanks a lot, pal, with his champagneogram. Is there champagne in there, too, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, Captain
Boy,
Dave will
we're
be
gonna,
wanting that, I'm
yeah.
sure.
Captain Dave hits that sauce about 8:30. He gets going real good, yeah. That's from working at Gloves 94 all those years.
That's right.
All those Gloves rejects, man, they hit the sauce about 8:30 in the morning.
That's true.
About an hour and a half before Sonny starts. Speaking of Sonny, didn't we have a big message from Sonny this morning?
Did we? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You mean I got a banana here.
Okay, Sonny's going to be along with the Mongolian news a little later, but it's that time again. Can you believe it? It seems like
I know, it's 8:20.
Before you know it.
I know.
Before you know it, this mess is going to be over. Now, you must admit that 2 hours and 20 minutes. You've had a chance to say more today than you have in the last year.
This is incredible. It is, I mean, truly.
And that's all he keeps saying. This is you're just so overwhelmed
This is
by it.
incredible.
So emotional, he's blown away.
I'm exhausted. This is so early in the morning.
All right, now listen,
Yeah.
I know that you've taken a lot of excitement, and this was pretty good here when Marvin Bailey sent this stuff in here, but when Don Ho comes in, you are just going to freak out. It's 8:20 on Zeta.
Hey, young man. Yeah. Listen, I've seen you hanging around my house, and
Yeah,
there's something I want to talk to you about.
What is it, Mr.
Now,
Bates?
listen here now.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it this way.
Yeah?
Was it you who did the pushing, put the stains upon the cushion, footprints on the dashboard upside down?
Say what?
Was it you Bronco Bill, been messing with my daughter Jill? If it was, you'd better leave this town.
Well,
what do you got to say?
Yes, 'twas I who did the pushing, put the stains upon the cushion, footprints on the dashboard upside down.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but since I'm messing with your daughter, I've had trouble passing water, so I guess we're even all around.
Why, you? Come over here.
Love that spot, Glenn. It's 8:28 on Zeta 4, the Neil Rogers Show on a Monday morning, and just now, when the show is over today, we're just really going to be getting into it.
We are.
So maybe Gonzer could stay home for a while. No chance.
No.
Don't even think about it.
No.
Gonzer's already here. He's been here for an hour.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I think he's paranoid because he usually doesn't get here till about
No,
5
he's
to 10.
enthused. He's getting into it now. Don't you understand?
Oh, okay. Just wanted a clarification on that.
Because this show is not temporary.
No, it is not. By the way, if you haven't got the word, this show is not temporary.
Listen, on the Breakfast Club, we ought to do this a little retrospective on those 3.5 weeks.
Lovely weeks.
In retrospect, it was only temporary, but it was beautiful.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right?
The
Right, Captain
retrospective.
Dave?
The retrospective they did, just the flood of memories.
Emotional.
Just
I
the
got blown
memories
away.
into my head.
Blown away.
I couldn't believe it. Gosh, boy, talk about bringing back memories.
Yeah, Captain Dave was the Lee Harvey Oswald of radio. It was frightening. Unbelievable.
And the Linda Thornton Commission is going to investigate that, what happened.
Okay, well, listen, we're going to take some more calls, and in Boca, if you want to get on the line, that's fine, and if not, stick it is the best thing we can say to you. 550-9490. I'm embarrassed by giving that number. Even a moron could remember that number. And speaking of that, Peter Bolger is in the building. Just a joke, Peter, just a joke. He loves it. He's used to it. He loves the attention, and I thought he was going to come in for a minute.
Oh, he's no dummy.
Really? I thought he was going to come in and have a little yuck or two with us. Okay.
No way.
But we will give that number for Boca, which is a little bit different. It's 550-9490.
That's it. Yeah, they have a dash in the Boca.
Yeah, see, and every time I do that, that damn Boca line rings. That's what really pisses me off. You know what I'm saying?
They're there.
I'm serious.
Well, they just want to bug you.
And then once it gets on hold, I become so curious, and the poor people in Dade and Broward, they just get left. I'm not going to do that to them, because who's waiting? In Dade, Broward? 1, 2. Whatever you say, Captain Dave. Dade County, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Zeta.
Thank you. And welcome you to the airwaves on the FM.
Thank you so much.
Now, I'm wondering if we have an omen coming here with Floyd coming 3 weeks before Pink Floyd.
Yeah, I think there's a definite connection.
Definite connection.
Yeah.
There's no
well,
doubt.
that's part of our new promotional campaign.
Yeah, I figure we knock out all the wind and rain now. That way we have a clear concert in 3 weeks.
Tony Prato's been hanging around with Weaver the Weatherman, and boy, are they whipping up something wild, I'll tell you.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Well, that was great. Good thought there.
You going to the Pink Floyd concert?
Yeah, 42nd row.
Have you ever been to Pink Floyd, Neil?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Don't go to the show. It's more fun just to hang out in the parking lot after the show. I'm serious. And watch people try and find their cars.
True. Very true. Very true.
I don't know. I ain't got parked in Homestead. I'm not sure.
I know.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't we play a Pink Floyd record just before 8 o'clock?
We attempted.
Yeah, briefly.
You had to attempt that one.
Played part of it.
No, we're not playing Pink Floyd today.
Attempted
Tomorrow.
Floyd.
And we're not playing Eddie Money today either, okay? I'm sorry.
No.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, too early.
Too early for Eddie
early
Money.
for that. So you hear all that stuff later.
It's too early in the week for Eddie Money.
Tomorrow we're doing our Doors montage for about an hour, get it out of our system.
That sounds good.
We don't want to get the regular Zeta listeners all
CCR
upset.
coming up.
Yeah.
Later in the week.
Chicago record that we
I'm a Man?
decided we hated yesterday.
El Paso. El Paso. Let me ask you this question. Do you like Chicago, sir?
The city or the group?
No, not the city, the group.
Yeah, the city.
The group, yeah.
Okay. You remember a record called I'm a Man?
Not really.
See? There you go.
Yeah.
I don't either. I never heard that record.
Yeah.
And these people, cult record. It's one of those great AOR, EOR, you know.
Now, I'm a Man.
I never
That's
heard
the
of it.
Spencer Davis group, right? That's I'm a Man.
I mean, isn't that something
Spencer
Michael
Davis.
Jackson sang?
Yeah.
Or was it Janet Jackson?
Nobody understands.
Breathe into my llama's ear and whisper sweet nothing.
Tito, put a mask on the llama.
Is Tito working at the post office again?
Yeah, he is.
It really is.
Look, it's raining again.
It's pouring.
Yeah.
Cats and dogs, sir.
Oh, wait, it's clear in Kendall.
Go out and get in the traffic.
I feel like I'm trapped in
I'm
the...
waiting before I
Go
leave
play
for
in
work.
traffic.
I'm
Yeah.
in traffic in the rain.
Yeah.
Go play in some traffic. It sounds great.
Well, listen, have a wonderful day. It's been really illuminating listening to you.
Thank you.
And if you go outside, be sure to put on your asbestos galoshes.
Asbestos shoes.
Okay?
Okay.
Arrivederci.
Bye-bye.
That was another call from Kendall? Boy,
Yeah,
we're big in Kendall. Yeah.
This station is
Boy.
giant, a monster in Kendall.
Well, what's great is they can hear you in Kendall now that you're on FM.
like Frankenstein.
Yeah.
What do you mean they can hear us in Kendall?
Just kidding. Inside
I'll tell you
buildings.
one thing, we got a lot more response from Boca on the AM, okay?
That's true.
Yeah,
well,
we
see,
did.
they could call collect, and they really got into that.
But they don't have to call collect. They can call for free. Oh, so in other words, what you're saying is they called only because they wanted to make us pay for it.
That's right. And we...
Just to make your life miserable. That's
no,
it.
we loved spending the company's money. One of the favorites.
Okay, let's try Broward. Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I just want you to know that this morning, Joey had been asking listeners to pledge quarter hours. Now he's asking other radio personalities to pledge their quarter hours.
Oh, boy. He doesn't have too many left to give away, I'll tell you that.
That's true. And you guys want the school lunch menu for Broward County today?
Absolutely.
Well, we got fish burgers or hoagie sandwiches, juice, French fries, and a cookie.
Kids, go with the hoagie.
And that sounds like a good time for the great taste.
Yeah. We have a little actuality. Somebody called in from Palmetto Junior High from Friday during lunch break.
So it's fish sandwiches, I'm telling you.
These
You're
kids
talking
today,
about
I'm
Glenn
telling you.
this morning and his vocabulary lessons. I
Yeah.
want you to know that I have a 7-year-old daughter who's listening this morning, and she wanted to know what the word douchebag means. So I told her that she should refer to Stan Major.
Yeah, if she opens up her Webster's and looks under the word Stan's picture, will be right next door.
Now, asbestos is supposed to be a cancer-causing agent, and it's really comforting to know that they're using those asbestos boots to make huge pizzas.
Yeah,
you got it.
It's true.
And Lee, listen, from what I understand, when I bring my car in for a car wash at your place there, I want to make sure that you vacuum the back seats.
No problem at all. And we'll do the trunk if you'd like as well. That's $5 extra.
Well, I'm watching the baseball playoffs this week, and we got a guy named Sparky and a guy named Whitey, and I want to know where Wally is.
Gee, Wally. Wally's at Metzger's Field.
Okay, the Beaver will be along in about a half an hour.
But they're messing around right now.
I think she's in Boca.
Instead of the bird doing the news, don't you think the bird's eye view should be of the traffic?
Yeah. He has no idea which way the Palmetto runs.
He looks a lot like Clarence, too. I think I saw him on Elton Road last week.
In the beaches.
Well, have a nice life.
You too, sir. Arrivederci. 8:35 on Zeta. You'll never guess who's back, in spite of popular demand.
Good morning, everybody. Two teams that haven't been in the World Series since the 1960s hold the upper hand. Two teams that haven't been in the World Series since the 1960s hold the upper hand in the league playoffs in baseball. Minnesota Twins, thanks to Darrell Evans' inept play, lead the American League Championship Series 3 games.
Not exciting? Probably, maybe it's the weather fairy to report on Floyd. Okay, speaking of reporting, it's that time again, and, in the morning we have a heavy turnover, but for those of us who have to listen each hour over and over again, please,
What are you talking
mix
about?
Mix it up just a little bit.
That's not news time.
Variety is the spice of life.
News
it's
time
not
at
news
50.
time. That's at 50. I was going to give it to you now. Because I figured if I give it to you now, by 10 of you'd be talking about something else. I saw this Channel 10 is here, and I immediately thought of news, right? Because I thought of Ann, who almost hit me with that diesel truck on Saturday coming to work. And she did, boy. She was barreling by me like Dennis Weaver. Remember in that movie, Duel? Where he was trying to get away from the lunatic in the truck. Ann had that mean look on her face. I'm going to get you, you maniac. We'll fix you.
All right.
I mean, when's the last time you ever saw a truck driver wearing a cardigan sweater? It was the craziest thing I've seen. You're right, it isn't news time. See, I'm getting so wound up now, I'm like ready to wrap it up in about 10 minutes.
Well, then maybe a thought to
Look
that.
at Captain Dave. He was ready to wrap it up about 2.5 hours ago. Just wait till he finds out. Tomorrow we're going to start letting him talking a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he knows that or not. But,
no, well, he's not in the right union to do that. But sure, listen. We got all these. It'll sound like we got a lot of people in here.
Yeah.
Because Lee is from the first day.
He has a smile on his face?
Yeah.
I'll be
darned. If I was him, I'd be listening to that AM. You know what I'm saying?
We're not really eating in here, Gary.
I was listening to the news this morning. It's a laugh a minute. I'm telling you, it's fantastic.
Neil.
Go ahead, sir.
You're not gonna work Saturdays anymore.
No chance. No way. Never again.
Because all the bizarre callers call in on Saturday.
Have you been listening this morning?
Yeah.
Well, so these are some of the leftovers.
Now, see, they probably couldn't. They were probably the only time they could call was early in the morning before 10.
You know that Lee Gillette must be at S&M because he gave me a straw. Not only is it cracked in the end, but you can't. It's cracked all the way through, so you can't suck anything through it.
You will collapse a lung.
I tried to warn you. Yeah.
Glenn is doing. Look at this.
So you just drink it. See what you do. You just drink it like
gravity
this.
right there.
Incredible.
It's an asbestos box. Is
it's
what it
good
is.
too, by the way.
Boxo juice.
Go ahead, sir. Don't let them intimidate you. Go ahead. Keep talking.
The reception here in Boca is better now that you're on FM.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You hear that? The reception's better, and it's not crackling and puking and popping, is it?
You're gonna take over FM now.
Absolutely.
It's they're gonna forget
like Grant
all the other
Richmond.
radio stations.
You got it.
And particularly a couple
idea.
of them. Yeah.
In fact, we had a call a little earlier from Sonny. You want to hear? I don't think you can hear it on the phone, but the people on the air can hear it. Okay, just a joke, Sonny. Okay, relax. Don't go out and get 10 cases of Grandma Boone yet. It's not worth it, Sonny. Well, listen, it's been great hearing from you, but life marches on. And call us in the morning, before you go to school, because Boca is about as dead as a doornail.
Yeah, well, I usually leave 6:45, so I'll expect a call from me.
All right, now how old are you?
15.
See, for our demographics, we've had a 16-year-old girl and a 15-year-old guy in Boca. And what we're going to do tomorrow morning is get them together. And maybe you can skip school together tomorrow.
Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Boy, these demographics.
Didn't I tell you I like Boca?
I can't believe you spent that much time talking to him. He's sitting in bed wearing his Batman pajamas and his asbestos shoes.
Hey, we get numbers on this show, okay? You'll get into it. You'll understand.
You'll learn.
Look at this guy. He's sitting over here sucking up that knish at 9:06 in the morning.
These are incredible.
Aren't they, though?
Oh, yeah.
I thought there was no eating in here. Isn't that the rule? Yeah, one of these, Gary. He's standing there with his cup of coffee, and he's got his 82 raisin bagels in the office there. No eating in the beautiful studio, Yeah. Tell us another good one. Well, it's the first day. You know, we have to do something. Got our bananas here. Who sent these? From Hot 105.
Yeah, that was real nice
the
of
bananas.
them. Appreciate
And we got
that.
our champagne thing from Marvin Bailey.
Marvin Bailey, and there's another one out front.
Another what?
Another basket.
There's a big basket out front,
another
too.
basket.
Okay, listen, let's take a couple of these calls here because so far, excellent.
Don't you want to talk about Channel 10 for a minute while they're here? You want to talk about
the one and only?
Yeah.
Oh, look at the truck is out there. Look who's driving it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I recognize that sweater, that green cardigan sweater. I'd recognize it anywhere.
And give Diane Magnum our best.
Yeah.
Tell her we love
Tell
her
her
hair.
we know this hair place that is just... Okay, here's a little promo now for our friends at Channel 10 tonight at 5, 5:30, and 6. Now, does that mean that Michelle is going to introduce this? Possibly. Thank you very much. Okay.
Shocking.
He can't
Boy,
speak.
I will
That's amazing.
brush home and watch that. Oh, he's speechless.
His lips were moving, but nothing was coming out.
He's speechless.
It was incredible.
Can you say kinky?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. 7 past 9 on
Is that
Zeta
what it
4, and it's like 7 past 9, because this one says 6 past 9, okay?
It is 7 past 9.
Yeah.
You're
In fact, if we can, keep the momentum of that, before you know it, it'll be like 58 past the hour.
I know.
Just keep moving it ahead a minute.
That's right.
Okay, let's take one, from Dade? Look at this, Captain Dave in there. He's with the boss. He's just like a pig in heaven, isn't he? Okay, that's Captain Dave, of course. Broward, hello.
Good morning, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hi, this is Vic from Fort Lauderdale.
Hey, how you doing in Fort Lauderdale? I think you
Good.
could be our
First-time listener of yourself.
Yeah.
Actually, I have to thank that chucklehead at the other end of the dial for, even bringing you to light.
Who's that?
You know that chucklehead, Joey.
Joey?
Joey.
Now, did you say you're a first-time listener?
Of Neil Rogers. Actually, did you avoid AM because of the static? Most receivers just don't pick it up too well.
All right, what did Joey say? That,
Well, no, just every morning. I mean, I'm telling you, he's doing more PR for you than anybody else. I mean, the more he doesn't have, the more he has to mention your name. So I think he's a little worried. But I like you.
I know how to get him out of that room.
Oh, boy.
I want to ask you a question.
He's gone.
An immediate run to the executive John. Here he goes.
And AM comes in on his
You were
radio.
talking about George Harrison's song this morning.
Oh, it is, it's so good that it's frightening, isn't
I
it?
like it, but let me ask you a question. Doesn't it sound a lot like maybe it might be a little bit of infringement on Mahalia Jackson? I mean, because it sounds awful lot like gospel.
Mahalia Jackson?
Mahalia Jackson? What are you, out of your mind?
No, you know what I mean? Just,
Sir,
you remember from...
with all due respect, I think you'll be ill in this morning, sir.
No, I really like George Harrison, but I'm telling you something, the more you listen to it, just think about it. Definitely has some roots in a lot of
We'll
gospel.
ponder it. Maybe we ought to take a poll on that tomorrow.
That's an idea.
I like it, though, so as long as he doesn't get in trouble, it'll be good.
He did that once with the chiffons. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
With
That's what I mean, you know?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
One fine day.
And he lost that.
He
suit.
lost it.
Yeah.
The music world.
One Fine Day is a great record. In fact, we'll be playing that tomorrow by the chiffon.
Sweet talking guy.
Yeah, and Saturday in the Park by Chicago.
Program director doesn't know any of this.
He's oblivious, yeah.
Yeah. Good way to be.
And Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, yeah. We don't hardly play any Fleetwood Mac here.
There was a Fleetwood Mac cut on our list, by the way. We're not going to play it, but I assume that since it was on the list, it's okay for another day, right?
Yeah.
Am I right? Look at that. Yes, he goes along with anything.
Sure.
But I'm mostly glad that you guys at least are courteous enough not to hang up on people the way that chucklehead does.
He's a jerk.
I mean it, really.
You know, he's busy telling everybody how successful he's been in all these big markets. If he's so successful, what the hell is he doing here?
Well, I hear
Hey, I used to be in New York. Now I'm in Davie, Florida, you know?
he wants big numbers.
Yeah, I'll
Hey,
give
good
him a
luck.
big number.
Listen, you guys take it easy.
Okay, you too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Adios.
How about that?
Great
A first-time
callers, huh?
listener. Boy, that's incredible.
Good call.
I'm
Yeah.
sure there's many of those.
Good caller.
Yes, sir.
Good question.
Great.
I feel like I'm on Family Feud. One of those morons comes up, gives the dumbest answer in the history of Good answer, good answer.
Yeah.
Boy, that's America for you, ladies and gentlemen.
It's wonderful.
It's like the football games. You notice now that the interest is building in the scab games, and the TV ratings are going back up again.
I know.
Which basically goes to show you, like one of these morons I was talking about. He says, "Well, it's pretty boring in America on Sunday without football."
Yeah, there's nothing
I mean,
else.
what kind of a commentary is that? What happens like the rest of the year when they don't play football?
That's because the scab football is so bad.
How bad is it?
It's so bad. It's fun to watch. I mean, these guys are genuinely awful.
Yeah.
Don't you think, Glenn? You don't watch it.
You know how bad it is?
Yeah.
You want me to define it?
We're already forgetting these guys' names. It's like Roger Payton, what do I know?
Yeah, like
I forgot who they are.
In 2 seconds, I can sum up how bad it is, okay?
Okay.
That does it, okay?
Right there.
That says it all.
Yeah, really. Yeah, it was like that call we got a few weeks ago from the guy who, when he found out I wasn't into sports, he was just like so...
You're not into sports?
He was so amazed. Like he had never met anyone in his entire life who wasn't, a game fanatic. And he said to me, what do you do? What in the world do you do in your life?
Does Mr. Sports do sports again this hour? Or do we... No. What? Look at that. Whatever we want.
They don't
Whatever
know.
we want.
They don't care.
Yeah, they don't care. Just as long as something's going on here. The phones keep flashing. They've been flashing all morning, except that for Stunkin' and Boca line, which only calls when we get hostile.
Well, if you want to do sports...
Am I right? They relate only to hostility.
Run the whip again, yeah.
That'll make them call.
Okay, Boca, take this.
There it goes. It's lighting up.
We're watching the line. Not enough yet.
Please, sir, may I have another?
There it goes.
See, it works every time.
Hello.
Works every time.
Boca. Oh, there they go. Yeah,
that's
see.
all right. That's okay. Sure.
You don't have to speak as long as you can make the line light up. Boy, they are really stiff up there.
Don't have to say anything. It's not necessary. You can breathe if you like. It doesn't matter.
Wait a minute. We got another one. Hello.
Hello. No more whip, please.
Okay.
But Neil can't find it. I mean, this is exactly...
Wrong.
Are we talking Vanna White here?
Yeah.
Oh, Glenn, you
wait a minute. You realize we've just reached...
Yes.
Wait a minute. We've reached another momentous point on this show. This is our first request.
That's right. Is it?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another one in there.
Right, dude.
Why don't you give me a little bit of music today, like you too?
Give him the whip.
Yeah.
No more whip.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Listen, have a wonderful life, sir.
Thank you.
And thanks so much. A great caller in Boca. It's enough to make you sick.
Get me a ticket for an aeroplane. Got to get on the Wheel of Fortune game. I just got to win. Spin the wheel again. Oh, Vanna, pick me a letter. Bankrupt? What do you mean bankrupt? I don't care how much money I got to spend. Can't stand to look at Pat Sajak again. Won't throw in the towel till I buy a vowel. Oh, Vanna, pick me a letter. Hey, man, what do you mean there's no effing phone? Vanna, pick me a letter. No one does it any better. I dream about you. Hey, Vanna, is that an all over 10 or what? Vanna, I don't understand why you make $100,000. Not for me to say. Anyway, get me a ticket for an aeroplane. Gonna be on the Wheel of Fortune game. I just got to win. Spin the wheel again. Oh, Vanna, pick me a letter. Go, Vanna! Go, baby, go! All right! Hey, get out of my face, Pat. Is that a toupee? Hey, is there an L in that word? Is it lowrider? All right, lowrider! Forget the letter, man. I'll take Vanna White. You're beautiful, baby. You and me could play the home game. Got me a ticket for an aeroplane. All right! I'm on the Wheel of Fortune game. I just love that sound. I'm in the bonus round. Hey, Vanna, pick me a letter. Lose a turn. Hey, Pat, lose this. Vanna, pick me a letter. No one does it any better. I dream about you. All right, that is an all over 10. Vanna, I don't mean to stare, but are you wearing underwear? Not for me to say. Anyway, I don't care how much money I got to spend. Can't stand to look at Pat Sajak again. Won't throw in the towel till I buy a vowel. Oh, Vanna, pick me a letter. Please, Vanna, pick me a letter. All right, I'm ready to pick, baby. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. That should cover it, huh? All right, I'll take the sofa, the blender, the microwave, the refrigerator. Hey, man, Pat, what do you mean $500 for a black and white 5-inch portable TV set? You got ripped off, man. My brother-in-law could get it for you wholesale. Give me the money and I'll buy the TV set, man, all right? Hey, man, come on, baby.
Give my regards to Neil Rogers. Tell him that I've never heard a smuttier program in my life.
Okay, 9:16 on Zeta, and boy, we got something big coming up. Now we're going to play the George Harrison record again. We're almost finished here for the day, and the consensus is...
Hell of a job.
Hell of a job.
First program, yeah.
By all concerned. It was really good. The audience was really excellent.
Yes,
now, look
they
at that.
were.
Even Boca's calling in now that they know it's too late.
Yeah.
And I think we have just enough time to listen to something very special. We've had a lot of requests for this, by the way.
Yeah.
And here it is.
This is one of my daddy's songs, and obviously I've changed the words a little bit.
That's okay.
And this is to you, buddy. And now the end is near, and so I'll face my final AM callers. My friends all say I'm queer, but I just wish I was a little taller. I've made a life of bull, and now I'm going down the hallway. Oh, much more than this, I'll do it my way.
Unbelievable, Elvis.
Yes, there were times
There's more.
you knew when I've been off more Parmesan than I could chew. Oh, through it all, when there was doubt, I saw Jimmy's face and spit it out. I spit it all, but I'm still small. Thank you very much.
Well, there he goes, Elvis Jr., and one way or the other, I knew we'd get him on the show today. I see you're going to have to get into all these people.
Yeah.
I've heard Elvis Jr. before. But
Have
a lot
you?
of these
He's
characters,
great.
a lot of this inside
Yeah.
stuff is all new.
Yeah.
Jeff Stryker, I mean, riveting stuff, riveting.
Yeah.
You guys are killing me with this.
But you notice the AM quality
There
on
he
that?
is. There he is
tape,
again,
right?
Jeff Stryker, just in case you missed him the
That's
first
from the
time.
waist up, right?
Yeah, well, we
You
like
almost
to keep
recognize
it that way.
him that
Yeah,
way.
we kept it on a short
You heard
tape.
the AM quality on that card, all the popping. and
That's
the-
what I like.
I know.
It sounds like it was out of the same genre as the Joey thing.
I
there,
agree.
Yeah? Well, listen, thanks a lot. It's been something else, hasn't it? All lines are flashing now. Even Boca, now that we're getting ready to go.
Yeah.
Gonzer is in the other room cooking up a wicked brew of hits. And what can we say that we haven't said before?
We'll see you tomorrow.
Well, listen, tomorrow we're going to know what we're doing. And this was like a dry run, right?
Exactly.
But considering all things equal, it's going to be great eating those knishes.
WZTA, Miami Beach, Fort Lauderdale, and the Palm Beaches.
Just give us your coordinates and we'll beam you aboard.
Zeta 4, 94.9.